Great Wednesday morning to everybody on today. This is Bishop Joyce walking in the Word of God. Well, you know, we are still in Romans 8. This morning we are around the 23rd and 24th and 25th verses on today. Well, today we're speaking on, and God is talking to all of us about being continuing sonship and waiting to be adopted concerning Him in the sonship, and that we know that we are already all of those to God. But a lot of times, oftentimes we have to have this thing that we have to have hope and patience concerning God. And I know we don't like those very words a lot of times, and we know we have to teach our own children to have a lot of hope and a lot of patience. But even as an adult, we have to have those very continue to have hope, and we have to eagerly have the patience. But with God, He's teaching us, even this very 23rd verse, He said that we have to have the very hope and eagerly have the hope to have the sonship, and because God is going to bring us all into the fold concerning us. And I know oftentimes that we've been hoping and waiting and hoping and waiting, and we saying, God, when are you going to come through for us? And when are you going to have these things? And God is still telling us that we have to have a little patience and have a little faith that He's going to come through us. Do you not realize that because you have the hope and you have the patience, that attracts God to us? And I really didn't realize that until God dropped that into my spirit, even when I started studying this very passage, that attraction is going to bring that thing closer to God. And so as you really have the hope and you eagerly wait on God to do some things, and God is showing up, and He's going to show up for, He says, oh, my daughter's really been patient, and my son's been patient in those very things. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to come through for my daughter. I'm going to come through for my son. And so you continue on to be very patient. And so when we jump and do things on our own, God says, well, I don't have to come through for my son. I don't have to come through for my daughter because they did it on their own. And so this is what we're speaking on today. But when you realize that God is going to be the one who's going to come through for you, that's a wonderful thing to know, that God is going to be attracted to your hope. He's going to be attracted to your patience, and He's going to come through. Why? Because we belong to the sonship, and we belong to our God. And that's a wonderful thing to know. And I understand that sometimes we want things a microwave. We don't live in a microwave world, y'all. We have to have some patience. We have to have the understanding that God is going to come through for us. And so as we eagerly wait for God to come through for us, and He's going to come through for all of us, but sometimes we have to have that very word, patience. I know we don't like that word, but we have to have patience to understand that God is going to come through for all of us. And when He comes through, He's going to come through for us big. God bless everybody. This is Bishop Joyce walking in the Word.